The desktop chip market is currently experiencing a great deal of instability, marked by a number of difficulties that have left customers perplexed and angry. Customer loyalty has shifted as a result of this confusion, with AMD emerging as a dependable substitute. In this video, we will highlight the key reasons due to which desktop chips are in chaos. Number 7. Defective processors. There have been numerous reports exposing serious flaws and inconsistent performance with Intel's 13th and 14th generation CPUs since their recent releases. Critical stability issues have been reported by users, especially with the flagship 14900K model. This model has been linked to unexpected system crashes, freezes, and performance lags when performing taxing tasks like video editing, gaming, and other resource-intensive applications. Along with frustrating customers, these issues have given rise to grave doubts about Intel's testing procedures and quality control methods. Users expect dependable and consistent performance from the components in high-performance systems because they have invested significant financial resources in them. Since consumers are becoming pickier about which brands to support, this situation has sparked a wider conversation about the significance of strict testing and accountability in the semiconductor industry. Number 6. Consumer backlash. Due to the unreliability of Intel's processors, a sizable portion of customers are switching to AMD as a competitive substitute. Because of its competitive performance, energy efficiency, and general stability, AMD's Ryzen series has seen significant market traction. This change reflects growing confidence in AMD as a serious competitor in the desktop chip market in addition to dissatisfaction with Intel's current offerings. The backlash against Intel highlights how crucial it is to preserve customer confidence and product quality in a market that is fiercely competitive. In a market that is growing more competitive and diverse, Intel faces the challenge of not only fixing existing issues, but also reestablishing its reputation and winning over customers as more users share their positive experiences with AMD. The change in customer preference draws attention to how quickly brand loyalty can fluctuate in the tech sector in response to product performance. It also begs the question of how long Intel can sustain its market dominance if these trends persist. Number 5. Lack of transparency. Significant criticism has been leveled at Intel's handling of the situation, mainly because of its lack of openness and assistance for impacted customers. Since Intel has not communicated the flaws clearly or offered suitable fixes, like recalls or exchanges, many users feel abandoned. The absence of responsibility has led to conjecture that the organization might have had knowledge of the problems prior to the chip's release, thereby presenting moral dilemmas regarding the company's internal decision-making procedures. A lack of response from Intel could have long-term effects on the company's reputation in an era where customer service and transparency are highly valued, particularly in the tech sector. Intel's current strategy may prove to be a liability in the long run because customers are more likely to favor businesses that value open communication and actively interact with their clientele. The business must acknowledge that restoring confidence necessitates not just resolving present problems, but also making a long-term commitment to a more open and customer-focused strategy. This could include prompt and proactive problem-solving actions, open channels for customer feedback, and frequent updates on product performance. All of these things would show a dedication to customer satisfaction and accountability. Number 4. Complex chipset landscape. Consumers now find it more difficult to navigate the increasingly complex web of options that has emerged as the desktop chipset market. It can be difficult to distinguish between different chipsets because they are made for different purposes, from high-end gaming rigs to budget builds. For example, Intel's LGA 1151 socket has seen an overwhelming number of chipsets for just 2 generations of processors, many of which offer only minor variations in features like support for extra PCIe lanes, memory configurations, or improved power delivery systems. Customers who are unfamiliar with computer hardware or who may not be tech-savvy may find this complexity overwhelming. This could leave a lot of prospective customers feeling overwhelmed by options, which could cause them to become frustrated and undecided. This circumstance emphasizes the need for manufacturers to adopt a more streamlined strategy to streamline the selection process, as well as for consumers to receive clearer guidance and education. In order to improve the overall shopping experience, manufacturers could gain from developing easily navigable comparison tools and guides that assist customers in understanding the differences and making intelligent choices based on their unique needs. Number 3. Overwhelming choices. The vast array of chipset options, including the B, H, Q, Z, and X series, has caused a great deal of confusion among consumers. Specific features like support for overclocking, extra USB ports, or improved security features are marketed with each chipset, but these are rarely significant differences that the average user will likely not notice. Potential customers may become immobilized by the abundance of options, finding it difficult to comprehend the ramifications of each and how it fits their particular requirements. For example, a casual gamer might have trouble deciding whether to spend more money on an expensive Z-series chipset with overclocking capabilities or whether a B-series chipset is enough for their needs. Because of this, customers might either make uninformed choices that could leave them unhappy with their purchases, or they might choose safer, more recognizable options that could discourage market innovation and exploration. A lack of options can also lead to analysis paralysis, a condition in which people are afraid of making the incorrect decision and are therefore unable to move past it. In order to counter this, manufacturers need to think about streamlining their product lines and giving customers more precise, succinct information about the advantages and drawbacks of each chipset, enabling them to make decisions with assurance. Number 2. Rapid technological advancement. Older chipsets are becoming outdated at an alarming rate due to the desktop chip industry's rapid technological advancement. The rapid release of new processor generations causes previous chipsets to become obsolete, giving customers few options for upgrades and increasing the frequency at which they must purchase whole new systems. Users who have invested in a certain platform and discover that their options are no longer viable after a short while may become frustrated by this unending cycle. Furthermore, consumers may feel pressured to upgrade due to the frequent release of new features and capabilities, which could result in an increase in electronic waste as outdated components are thrown away. In addition to bringing up environmental issues, this trend emphasizes how important it is for product manufacturers to take compatibility and longevity into account. Manufacturers can contribute to a more sustainable tech ecosystem and lessen consumer pressure to upgrade frequently by emphasizing backward compatibility and providing extended support for older chipsets. Promoting a repairable and upgradable culture may increase customer satisfaction and loyalty because it gives users more freedom to make improvements to their systems over time instead of forcing them into an expensive replacement cycle. Number 1. Need for simplification. The desktop chip industry is currently in disarray, so manufacturers really need to streamline their products and make the market more user-friendly. Making decisions without feeling overwhelmed can be facilitated by reducing the number of chipsets available and providing clear descriptions of each one's features. Manufacturers can rebuild consumer trust and promote a simpler shopping experience by prioritizing quality over quantity. Because businesses can focus their resources on creating a smaller number of high-quality products rather than distributing their resources across a larger number of options, this simplification may also foster innovation. Furthermore, giving customers access to clear educational materials and direction can give them the confidence to make decisions that suit their requirements and preferences. In the end, a more lucid and direct approach might prove advantageous for manufacturers as well as consumers, resulting in heightened contentment and allegiance within a market that is presently marked by ambiguity and misunderstanding. In order to better understand customer needs and modify their offerings, manufacturers should think about putting feedback loops in place. This will help them stay relevant in a market that is changing quickly. The industry can promote informed decision-making and create a more positive environment for consumers by emphasizing clarity and user experience. As manufacturers continue to introduce new products, the challenge will be to simplify choices and ensure that quality is maintained amidst this chaos. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.